to my channel. Today I'm doing a drugstore tutorial for you, and I'm using some fabulous products. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, just keep watching. Oh, and by the way, I'm doing two lips at the end. So a nude lip and this bright bold lip. So again, if you want to see how I achieve this look, stay tuned. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started. Today I'm going to be using for my moisturizer this Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. Looks like this, and it just comes like in this spray pump. I shake it up and then I spray it all over my face. And it just moisturizes my face. I've really been loving this. It's hydrating and I've really been loving this. And the Pixi you can actually purchase at Target. The next thing I'm going to go in is with this Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. And I'm going to spray this all over my face. This is actually prime, correct, and set. So you can actually prime with it and set with it. And we'll let that dry. The primer I'm going to be using for my pores and to kind of blur out things is this One Heck of a Blot primer, and it's by Soap and Glory. And this stuff is really great for like summer. So when it's like really humid outside, you put this stuff on and your makeup's not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to put a little dot here, pea-sized dot. Looks like that. And I'm just going to go in the areas of my T-zone because that's where I get most oily. And that's where my pores need covering and blurring. Soap and Glory is actually sold at Walgreens now, and it's also sold at Ulta, so you can find it at either place. The primer that I'm going to be using for my eyes is called the NYX Eye Shadow Base, and it comes like in a little pot like that. And it's kind of like a neutral color. I'm going to be using this Target brand. It's an Up and Up brush. These brushes are really good. The Up and Up brand is sold, like they have like little sets, or you can even buy them sold separately. I am going to be using a couple of other Up and Up brushes today, so they're really good brushes, and I'm going to be using this to actually put on my eye base. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this NYX Nude Matte Shadow, and it's in the color Blame It on Midnight. It's a light brown color. It's a transition color, and I'm going in with the Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush. And I'm putting this actually in my crease. These Real Techniques brushes are really good. You can actually buy them at Walmart or buy them at Ulta. Next shadow I'm going to be going in with is this NYX shadow, and it's in the color Dance the Tides, and it's this warm brown color. And I'm actually going to go over that other NYX shadow that I use, the Blame It on Midnight shadow. I'm going to actually go over that, and I'm going to use the same brush. Going in the crease. Believe it or not, these NYX shadows are very, very creamy. They go on very well and highly pigmented as well. They're really nice. And don't worry if it looks messy at first. You're going to blend that all out so that everything looks good and blended. To blend the shadows out, I'm going to go in with this Sonia Kashuk. Now this was part of a limited edition line, but she sells this brush on its own. I'm just not sure what it's called, but it looks like more of a tapered blending brush. It's a clean brush, so I'm going to go over those two shadows and blend them in together. Now that that's all blended in, I'm going to go in with this shadow from Ulta. It's by the Prestige line. The name of it is Long-Term Relationship. It's the Total Intensity line for Prestige. And it's a monochromed green-brown color, but it is gorgeous on the eyes. And I'm going to take an Up and Up brush, and it's sold in the multi-pack, and it's just a flat shader brush. And I'm going to put this all over my lid. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is so beautiful. Can you see that? It's so pretty. And I'm just focusing this color on the lid. Now I'm going to go back in with that Dance the Tides NYX shadow, the more warmer tone shadow, and I'm going to put that a little bit more in the crease just to blend everything out. Take that Sonia Kashuk brush and kind of blend everything together. I'm going to go in with this Sheer NB Instant Eye Fix Under Eye Treatment, and it's by Hard Candy. And Hard Candy is a brand that you can actually get at Walmart. So I'm just going to put a little bit underneath each eye and prep that under eye so that I can put my concealer on. And this will actually moisturize the under eye and also prime it for the concealer. This little silver tool feels so cooling on my under eye. It feels so good. And then what I do is take my finger and blend it in. Now I'm going to go in with this Hard Candy Color Correct cream. And this is just like for scarring, hyperpigmentation. I'm just going to put a little bit on. It's got this little brush here. And I'm just going to swoop a little bit on, just a tiny bit. Not much, just on the scarring and places where I need it. I'm going to take this Flower Cosmetics sponge. They sell this at Walmart as well, and it's a really soft sponge. I did add water to it, so it is very sponge-like, and it feels very nice. And I'm just going to pat that color corrector in to my skin. And it looks orange, but it's going to go away once I put the foundation on. I'm going to go in with my foundation now, and it's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. And the colors that I'm using today are Golden Beige, which is this one, and Desert Beige. And so I'm going to go in with just like one little dollop of the Golden Beige and then two of the Desert Beige. And I just put it on the back of my hand. I love this foundation. If you've seen my favorites video for April, I have been loving this foundation. I'll just kind of swirl them together and mix them together. And then I'll start putting it on my face. I'll go in with the sponge and blend it all out. I go down my neck, make sure everything's blended. And it's all on. It's a beautiful foundation. For concealer, I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and I'm going to be using the colors Medium and Neutralizer. And they look like this. Neutralizer I'll just use as a highlight, and then I'll add the medium tone on top of it. So you just click it, and the product comes up in this little sponge. So I add the neutralizer, and then I go in with the medium on top. And then I'm going to use the sponge to blend it all out. It's actually got a little flat top there. You see that? That's the part I'm going to use. And I'll just put the excess on the top of my bridge of my nose, over my lip and on my chin. It looks really light now, but it'll blend all in the end. I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Master Camo Color Correcting Kit, and I'm going to color correct those areas that, that I want to camouflage. I'm going to use this pointed foundation brush by Real Techniques. Looks like that. Now I'm going to set my under eyes with this Makeup Revolution Luxury Powder in the color Banana. And it's a little bottle that looks like this. Makeup Revolution is a great brand of makeup. It's actually drugstore makeup that's sold at Ulta. And I just put a little bit in my palm. And I'm going to use this MUA professional brush. It's a two-ended brush. One side's blush, and I use this side right here to set my eyes with. I just dab it in there just a little bit. And then I set underneath. This actually helps set the concealer in place so that it does not crease throughout the day. I'm going to go ahead and go in with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder in the color Warm Beige. Looks like this. And that's the color there. And I'm going to be using another Up and Up brush by Target, and it's this Kabuki brush here. And I'm just going to swirl it all in there and then just set everything in place. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Glam Bronze in Deep Number 3, and it looks like this. This bronzer is a beautiful, beautiful bronzer, and I use it with the e.l.f. stipple brush. And e.l.f. you can actually get at Target, you can get it at CVS, and you can get it online. So just swirl it in there and then swirl it all over. You want to put the bronzer on anywhere that your face would normally hit the sunlight. So that's your temple, your cheeks, even the top of your nose. The blush I'm going to be using today is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. This is one of my favorite blushes of all time. It is the most beautiful peach glow blush. And if you are looking for something great for summer, this is the blush for you. It's beautiful. And I'm going to use that other end of the MUA brush to put on this blush. Blush is beautiful. For my highlight, I'm going to be using this Precious Metals Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. And it is a beautiful highlighter. It's like a gold champagne, and I'm going to go in with this setting brush by Real Techniques. I use this actually for highlight, not so much for setting. Come around and over my brow bone, a little bit on my brow bone and over it, a little bit on the nose and a little bit on the Cupid's bow. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I use this NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the color Brunette. Looks like this. And then I went over it with this Brow Stylist Plumper in the color Medium Dark by L'Oreal, and it looks like this. And I'll have all the products listed down below, so don't worry, I'm going to list everything. So now I'm going to put eyeshadow on the bottom lash line, and I'm going in with the Dance the Tides NYX color, and it's the warmer brown. And I'm going to actually go right underneath the lash line and just blend it all out, like so. So I'm going to go in with this Jordana 12-Hour Made to Last eyeshadow pencil in Endless Emerald, and I'm going to use this just in my waterline. And you can use any green eyeliner pencil. I just have this one. I happen to have this Jordana and I love it. I'm going to use this Real Techniques shading brush to actually blend that bottom lash line. And a little bit more. This green color actually makes that eyeshadow pop, the green liner. I'm going to go in with this Voluminous Lash Paradise, and it is by L'Oreal. And if you look at it, it's almost the same packaging as the Better Than Sex mascara. The Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. It's literally almost looks exactly like it. So I love that mascara, so I hope this one works just as well. I haven't used this one. This is actually brand new to me. That's how the brush looks. It's a nice full-size brush. And I'm going to put this on my top lashes. And I'm going to also use this on my bottom lashes. So I'm going to go in with two separate colors for this makeup look. The first one I'm going to use is the nude lip, and then the second one's going to be more of a brighter lip. The first lip color that I'm going to do is a nude lip. So I'm going to be using the NYX Natural Liner. I'm going to line my lips with this. The lip color that I'm going to be using for the nude lip is the Soap & Glory Gloss Stick in the color Nudist. And I love this stuff. It's so creamy and it's moisturizing too at the same time. So this is the first look. I actually really like this gloss stick. It looks really nice on the lips and it doesn't take away too much from the eyes. So for the bold lip, I'm going to go in with this Rimmel London Red Diva pencil, and I'm going to actually go over it with the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Flame of the Game. So this is the finished look with the Liquid Catsuit in Flame of the Game by Wet n Wild. And these liquid lipsticks stay on all day. They're great. This is like a bright orange color, but I kind of offset the color when I put that Rimmel red liner, just so that it won't be so bright. But I love these liquid lipsticks. They stay on all day. They're wonderful. So now I'm going to go ahead and set all of my makeup with the Milani Make It Last. This smells wonderful and I prime with it. I'm going to go ahead and set all my makeup with it. It smells so fresh. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I really, really love this look. This look is more like for nighttime and maybe with the nude lip that I did more for day. But either way, you rock it the way you want to rock it. I'm glad that you joined me today. I'm glad that I could show you all these wonderful products. And please let me know if there's anything else that you want to see. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.